I'm here in the Gulf region to talk to the CEO of one of the region's major banks, that is the National Bank of Abu Dhabi. We're speaking with Michael Tomalin, pardon me. He is the Chief Executive Officer running the United Arab Emirates' second largest bank by assets. Mike, glad you could join us. Let me jump into the questioning right away because we've got a bit of an audio delay. You reported record quarterly profit yesterday, but you seemed to be trying to take a cautious stance, looking ahead, saying that loan growth would be quote-unquote subdued. Why is that? The global economy seems to be rebounding. Oil is trading above $80 a barrel.
The liquidity situation amongst U.A.E. banks is quite tight. So obviously you can't lend money until you have the money to lend. So I expect the loan growth for the system as a whole in the U.A.E. to be around about 10% this year. So I think our number will be in that order of magnitude as well. And I think this is basically what the central bank wants to do as well, is to keep the loan growth moderated in the country.
Michael, is that going to constrain your ability to duplicate the kinds of profits or replicate the kinds of profits that you had in the most recent quarter?
No, I think we can continue to do well. I mean, we obviously only some of our income comes from interest. We are a diversified financial institution. We have a private banking business, investment banking business. We have fee-generating businesses around the world and here in the United Arab Emirates, and we're looking to those businesses, particularly in the wealth space, to make up the difference in fees so that we'll be able to achieve a good return for our shareholders across the whole year. But I'm not making any particular forecast as to the results
Michael,
for 2010.
You're still owed some $240 million by Dubai World. Is that in any way at risk because of that company's efforts to restructure its debt?
We don't have any exposure directly to Dubai World itself, actually. We have exposure to some of the Dubai World subsidiaries, and these subsidiaries are under separate arrangements for their recovery. So we don't actually expect to make much provision in respect to either of those. Had we Dubai World exposure directly, well, that's a different matter. We don't have any of that.
Michael, do you think Abu Dhabi has a leg up on Dubai now as becoming at least the U.A.E., if not the entire Gulf region's main financial center?
I don't like to look at it and characterize it in sort of competitive positions like a leg up. I think Abu Dhabi is very well positioned. Abu Dhabi has great plans. It has a very clear positioning. It has a 2030 plan to develop Abu Dhabi. And the basic route of the 2030 plan is to move the dependence on hydrocarbons from 60% hydrocarbon, 40 other things, to the other way around, 40 hydrocarbons, 60 other non-hydrocarbon activities, amongst which is financial services. But it's not only financial services, it's tourism, it's medicine, it's education, it's industry. It covers a wide range of activities, but the financial services will also play their part. So yes, I think Abu Dhabi is in a very good place, and I believe that we'll be able to develop alongside the 2030 plan that's been very clearly articulated for Abu Dhabi.
Michael, I just want to jump in here with one quick question before we go. Give about 20, 30 seconds for you to answer it. But here in Riyadh, I've seen the scale of Saudi Arabia's financial ambitions. They're building this massive King Abdullah financial center. The cranes dot the sky. To what degree do you think Riyadh can challenge Abu Dhabi and Dubai as a financial center?
As I said, I don't think it's a competition. If you look in other parts of the world, you do see multiple financial centers. And I think Abu Dhabi is simply has its own unique proposition. I don't think it's in competition with either Dubai or Riyadh. It will do its own thing. But I think, as I said earlier, I think we're in a very good place to develop Abu Dhabi and its financial institutions.
Michael, I'm afraid we have to end it there. That's Michael Tomalin, the CEO of the National Bank of Abu Dhabi.